And the Packers are starting to look like they might be the best team in the NFL, maybe, man.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about that, but do we really believe that the Packers are the best team in the NFL?
What's up, and welcome back to Cover 2 with
B-Woo.
And Earl knows it all, man. And B-Woo, we had a wild Sunday, man. This just passed some great football, man. How are you feeling? How are you doing, man?
Man, it is beautiful. Beautiful. Great weekend of football in the city.
Sir.
Overall, great weekend of football in the NFL.
Yep.
Some teams did well. Some teams lost people. Some teams found out what they were really made of.
Yeah.
And, some teams are who they are.
Some teams in trouble too, man. We gonna cover all of that, of course, man.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it, man.
And it's a rare occurrence when every team in the city wins too, man. So
right,
this is an Atlanta-based show. So Tech won, Georgia won, the Falcons won. Your nephew won his flag football game, man. Everybody won, man. We all won.
Hey, man. Hey, what you bring that up though? I was listening to one of the shows earlier today, and it is a great feeling, when you can equate your kids winning into the city teams winning.
Hey, man.
And man, that's just a overall great feeling for the whole entire family.
Yeah, man. We counting all the victories this week, man.
Yes. It's sort of like Ice Cube. Today was a good day.
Yes, sir. Most definitely, man.
It reminds me of that, man. But I mean, shout out Elijah and his flag football team. Elijah got it done this weekend.
In first place, man. 2-0. We cracking heads, but we ain't cracking heads because it's flag football. But we doing our thing.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
And speaking of people bouncing back, man, the Giants and Cowboys, it was one of the games of the week, I guess, man. It turned out, I thought this was going to be a game that was going to be kind of ugly. Russ struggled last week. The Cowboys are the Cowboys, so we know how they give it up. But this was a very exciting game, man. Very exciting game.
It really was, man. You look at Dak and CeeDee Lamb and Pickett and Russ and, the whole shish kebab that was going on there. And you thought, the Giants was going to be able to pull it off. Russ comes out there with his last-minute heroics, or so we thought. And, he was beating himself. And,
But he had a great game too, man. I mean, him and Malik Neighbors hooked up. He had a career high, I think, in passing yards, 450 yards passing,
right,
and was killing them deep every time. Seemed like every time you thought the Cowboys was gonna win, the Giants just came back, and Russ made play after play, and it was a lot of talk before this week about him getting benched. And he lived up to I guess old Russ, let Russ cook, man, in that game.
Yeah, the Giants. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but in the end, he may have been a little overcooked when he let that last pass go to throw the interception. But
yeah, and the Giants, are ready to see what the young Dart can do. Jackson Dart can do. But man, I don't know, man. The defense. I don't know how they had the blown coverage, and let was it Pickett?
Yeah,
they got behind. They got behind the coverage to come back in. Like it was back and forth.
It was a lot of that the whole game. Like you got to burn the tape of your cornerback or safety in this game, man, because they was getting beat deep like nonstop. It seemed like on both sides.
Exactly, like nonstop.
Yeah,
most definitely.
And then of course, speaking of Jackson Dart and the young quarterback. I think who was it? Greg Olsen calling this game. I think he kept being surprised that they was putting him in to run like a little option or run play. And the Cowboys weren't fooled by it because they know he wasn't gonna throw the ball. They just
right.
And Russ at this time is killing it. So it's like, and they up in the game. It's like, why are you messing up their momentum, man? Like, why would you do that? It almost was like you kind of shooting yourself in the foot trying to do that, man.
Right, and it kind of reminded me of what they did with Russ and Fields, at the beginning of the season last year with the Steelers, before they ultimately just decided to
let Russ do his thing.
Let Russ cook.
That's the funny thing, man. Now, the last couple stops for us, man, we saw in Denver. It was kind of some funny stuff going on with him and Sean Payne. The Steelers let him come and let him go real easy. Didn't try to keep him, bring him back. Seemed like he already may be on some kind of weird terms with the Giants coach. Like, man, I thought Russ was like a likable guy as far as management was concerned, but it seemed like they're not rocking with him, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is. I mean, is Russ a diva?
I mean, which quarterbacks ain't divas though? Especially if you're a Super Bowl winning quarterback, like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of like when he's saying that about Aaron Rodgers, like they beating down the door to try to go get Aaron Rodgers, and he's out of his mind. So
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Well, I'm gonna leave that alone because it's
it's very what do they call the atmosphere right now is not in a good place for you to start calling people names and saying stuff about people, man.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna leave that alone and.
Yeah, man. I only got good things to say about Aaron Rodgers. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, man, his former team. We're gonna get off that. The Packers, man, handled their business on Thursday night. Got a big victory, of course, over the Washington Commanders. I thought this was gonna be a pretty good game, man, but in the end, they really got dominated, man. And the Packers are starting to look like they might be the best team in the NFL, maybe, man.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about that, but do we really believe that the Packers are the best team in the NFL? I know they acquired, Michael Parsons, and like, does he really bring that much to the team that now they are the top to be, major contenders in the NFC? Like, do we just forget about the Detroit Lions? Do we just forget about the Minnesota Vikings and the Eagles? And do we forget about those?
That's the thing, man. So they beat the Lions head to head, and they handle their business against the Lions. Lions look pretty bad against them. And then they get the team that was in the NFC Championship game last year with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. They beat them handily. And like you said, Michael Parsons coming over there now. Jordan Love is a good young quarterback too. They got a good running game. I don't think they really got like a dominant receiver, but they got a lot of good receivers.
Good pieces.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, kind of like, the Falcons. Like, the Falcons maybe don't have like a number one guy, but they got a lot of number twos who like are very good or whatever. So, I think the Packers are in that same kind of place.
Yeah, man. And the Packers fan base is loving Michael Parsons right now.
All you saw was one jerseys in the crowd everywhere, man.
Like they are really buying into what they're saying about Michael Parsons in Green Bay, man.
Yeah, that's a pretty good defense. And I think the thing why people are saying that the Eagles, they're my Eagles, but they ain't really look like sharp. They kind of have they 2-0, but they had a little bumpy ride in their first couple games. So, in the NFC, like I said, they beat the Lions. The Lions did come back and look like the Lions yesterday too. We're gonna get into that, but I think that's maybe why you're kind of hearing some of that Packers talk. And of course, my Ravens got back on track.
Yeah, I was wondering. Is it the Ravens or is it
tuned, man.
Like, I don't know, man. Like,
we might have a wardrobe change.
What are we doing? Like,
I'm showing solidarity and support for my guy Lamar Jackson, man. I was upset at the way they lost that game last week, but I actually predicted the score all the way down to a T in the game they played yesterday. So, man, I'm back. I'm just showing support. That's all, man. A little support, man.
I got you.
Man. Yeah. Now, speaking of teams who, people may say are the best team or could be in that running, the Bills went in New York, took on the Jets, and it was James Cook cooking them up, man. He was looking nasty out there running the ball all over the place. had another last week it was a pass, but this week a run, 40-yard run for a touchdown. And, he's a dog too, man. And while we on it, shout out to the dogs. Hello to all the Tennessee Volunteer fans.
Yes, how y'all doing?
But,
how y'all doing? How you doing?
From the looks of their faces at that game, man, they're not doing too well.
Yeah, but not at all.
Yeah, James Cook had a great game, man. And the Jets surprised me in this one. I thought I want to believe in the Jets, but I know you set me straight last week and said, don't nobody care about the Jets. I guess I dropped the Kool-Aid, man.
I only have ever met one Jet fan in my life, and I hadn't seen him in a while. So the Jets are the Jets.
They are, man, and I it's because I got a lot of love for Justin Fields too, man. That's kind of why he looked a little rough yesterday. Missed some passes, but it kind of is what it is, man. Like I said, that's really the only reason I got an interest in him at all. Like I want to see Justin Fields do well.
I want to see.
I like Aaron Glenn too. So
and I'm with you on that. I mean, I like Justin Fields. I'm not gonna go into the history of what happened here with him and here in Georgia, but I really believe in the guy. I really think he really needs the pieces around him that some of these other quarterbacks have, where he can succeed and not just have him run around like a chicken.
And that why I watched a little bit of that game early on. The defense was doing good early, but same thing like the Giants. Penalties killed the Giants in that game. The Jets were undisciplined. And Aaron Glenn talked about, I think in his press conference, he was like, yeah, we can't. That's not going to be acceptable, man. We got to be more disciplined. They're trying to set a culture there. So, it's early still. They 0-2, but they showed some good signs on some stuff. So, I think eventually, hopefully, he can kind of turn things around. But it may take a little bit of time, man, to get all his guys in there and get guys who going to buy into what he's trying to do as far as the culture, man. Now, Aaron Glenn's former team, a team that you like, I guess, a little bit, and maybe I hate on them a little bit. I don't know, man, but the Lions took on the Bears, man, and I think they just scored another touchdown again, B-Woo.
The
21 blowout in that game, man. Ugly.
The Bears have not looked good this year since the opening drive of the Minnesota Vikings game. Yep. And that's where we stand with the Bears. I mean, the Detroit Lions demolished them. Like you said, I think they just scored another touchdown. It was what the score wound up being 45-6 or something like
52 to 21, man. 52 to 21.
52-21. Yeah, I kind of blacked out on that game. And
man.
And, I want to see Caleb Williams do well. But, man, is he another guy that we're going to begin to question about can he carry a team?
Man, in the NFL, because you got so many working parts, like it ain't like the NBA. Like if you Michael Jordan or Kobe or LeBron, you can come into the league. It's only 5 players, so you can kind of change stuff just on your own. But you got to have offensive line. You got to have a coach who know what he's doing. You got to have a lot in the NFL. So just because you talented don't mean you're going to make something happen. And
and he's
Chicago ain't had nothing in forever. So, it's a bad situation, man.
I mean, Williams, he looks very promising.
Yeah.
But like you said, you got to have the coaching.
And then, I mean, how about Jared Goff? He threw 5 touchdowns in this game, man. 334 yards, 5 touchdowns. And, of course, Jahmyr Gibbs, the great running back for the Lions, had 94 yards in the TD. So they were clicking on all cylinders, man. I think as much as I said, I don't know if I believe in them, kind of looking at Minnesota. I thought Minnesota was going to be better than what they look. I thought Chicago was going to be better, but it looks like it's going to be probably a 2-team race in the NFC North. But it's still early. But like I said, it looks like the 2 teams are kind of worried about, and that division is going to be Green Bay and Detroit. I think they're going to battle it out to see who's going to win that division this year. And pretty much like it was last year, Minnesota was involved, but we're going to get into Minnesota later on. They in some trouble, man. Now, one of your childhood teams, man, the team you say you used to root for as a child. I don't know why you rooted for these bums. The 49ers, man. They went to New Orleans and if both of these teams could have lost by 100 points, it would have made me. I couldn't have been more happier, man. But unfortunately, somebody had to win, I guess, and it was the 49ers who took this one, man. Now I knew Purdy was banged up, but I didn't know he wasn't going to play. I made a prediction on this game on Pick 6. If you follow that, I did a lot better this week. Y'all can check that out. We back at 500 now for the season. But yeah, Mac Jones came in, threw 3 touchdowns, had a great game. And the 49ers are making the Saints. Our prediction about the Saints look pretty accurate. They may be the worst team. Looks like it's going to be between them and the Dolphins pretty much all year, fighting to see who's going to be the worst.
Well, I really was surprised with the play of the Houdettes.
Yeah,
they kind of stuck around and almost came back
fighting, man. Yeah, they fighting.
So it's gonna be very interesting to see what the Houdet Nation bring in, because I even though the 49ers get it done, I thought the 49ers should have kind of beat them.
Yeah,
a lot more.
I give them a pass because Kittle was hurt and Kittle or Brock Purdy didn't play in this game. So I mean, you got your backup, and Mac Jones did not look good in New England in the past, so he looked good. So maybe
he looked good. He looked good yesterday. He threw 3 touchdowns.
Maybe the boy genius may be on to something. Maybe he is the quarterback whisperer, man. Like y'all keep trying to tell me.
the guy was 26 for 39. Like that's pretty respectable. 3 TDs. Like I mean, come on. Like
McCaffrey had a decent game. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, hey, 49ers 2-0. I can't remember. Did you pick the 49ers to make the playoffs this year? I think I did. I picked them to be a wild card team too, I think. But begrudgingly I did. But I
think you I don't know. Did you?
We can roll the tape back at some point. But I think I picked them to be a wild card team. They was one of my wild card teams.
Yeah, I think you did pick them because I think you might have went with the Rams.
The Rams gonna win the division, which it still could happen. They 2-0 too, man. Speaking of which, man, that boy B Wood's a professional, man. Look at him, man. The Rams, of course, went 2-0. They went down to Tennessee. This is another Super Bowl rematch from 20 years ago, I guess, 30 years ago almost now. The Rams didn't look that good their first game. I think they only put up 14 points, but Tennessee may be the team to kind of get right against, man. Stafford and more specifically, Davante Adams had his, first kind of big game as a Ram. I think he had 6 catches and over 100 yards in the game. So Rams rolled in that game, man. And I mean, you got to take care of business when you play the teams you're supposed to beat, man. They got that division, may be the toughest division, man, which it usually typically is one of the tough ones. You got the Rams at 2-0, 49ers at 2-0. The Cardinals are 2-0. We haven't really talked about them too much. I mean, they beat the Saints and the Panthers though too. So
So that
and then the Seahawks are 1-1. Seahawks lost to the 49ers late, and then they handled business and beat down the Steelers, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But what do you think about the Rams? I know you're a 49ers guy. You think the Rams got a chance, man, to be a team that can be dangerous? They looked pretty good last year in the playoffs.
I just think that the Rams go as far as Matt Stafford allows them to go.
True. And that's the one thing that scares me about them. His health. I know he's supposed to have like a bad back or something. So I think Garoppolo is the backup there, and then Stetson Bennett may be the third string guy, I think. But if Matthew Stafford goes down, they're gonna be in trouble probably.
They'll be in big trouble, You gotta have, Matt Stafford there to run Tom Shay's offense and make things run there for those guys. And like I said,
they've had a good marriage. They won a Super Bowl. Like I said, they were the team that scared me the most against the Eagles last year.
Very quickly.
Yeah. So I mean, you never know, man.
I'm not gonna say that they're gonna be in the NFC championship.
I won't say that either. I think they are a scary team. Like you know how people say, oh, nobody wants to play them in the playoffs. because they can beat anybody on any given day. Now they can lose; they may not be favored, but they can sneak up and beat you though. And Stafford is a guy who is a veteran, got a Super Bowl, so he's gonna go out there and try to fight. Now the other game that we just talked about, another team in NFC West, the Seahawks came out with a big victory in Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers was talking all that smack last week, and talking about he wasn't done. He looked kind of done in this one a little bit though, man. And a funny play happened, man. That kind of tied the turn the tides in this game. A kickoff goes back. The player from the Steelers, just lets it go past him over his head. He touches it, but it goes back, and he just walks off like, man, why everybody running back there to get that ball? It's gonna be a touchback, but it was not a touchback. It was a touchdown.
Right, and as we was watching that game yesterday, I'm like, I'm just confused as a guy who let the ball go because I'm so used to all my years of watching football.
That's a touchback. Yeah, yep.
It's a touchback.
But man, they changed the kickoff rules so much. A couple of different rules, man. That replay rule is different now too a little bit. Kickoff rules, of course, you got to kick it in the kickoff zone. You almost got to take a little class to get out of the rules down on this, man.
Right, because this instant replay stuff, it gives it a video game.
Yeah, man.
Like, what is going on with the automatic? What they call it? The automatic replay.
Yeah. And if it's
assisted replay.
How many teams have lost games because people weren't able to throw their flag out or something? So now all of a sudden this, which I ain't mad at it, I guess, but it's like, oh, all right, when we start doing that, man, especially since I didn't know this was the thing they was doing. I seen it happen a couple times the first 2 weeks. And like,
I do not like the assisted replay. Like,
I don't either, because it kind of takes away the whole strategy of, oh, am I going to throw the flag? Am I not? Because that's a skill to be able to know, oh, did this really happen? Or that's a skill set you got to have, man. So now it's taking that out of the coach's hands a little bit. And, automatically
and I think it's going to wind up costing somebody.
It most definitely is, man. I've already seen the little makings of it in some of the games. Like, it's a play that, oh, man, that's a big gain or something. And, oh, the automatic replay says no. Maybe in that Falcons game, I think, was it an interception or something that came back in one of the games? One game I watched. I don't know if it was the Falcons or not, but yeah, man. So,
well, I mean, I think that interception you're talking about was actually not in it. It did kind of. Speaking of what is it, Bowman?
Billy Bowman, yeah.
Billy Bowman, that second interception he got.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Talk about. Yeah. But that guy, man, we'll talk about him later too.
Hey, man, Rooks, shout out to the Rooks, man. Now, next story, man. This is a big development story too, man. The Bengals, usually a team who start off slow. They're 2-0, but they lose Joe Burrow, Joe Cool, to turf toe. He got knocked out in the first half. Looked like he could barely walk on it. So the backup comes in. He throws a couple picks, throws a couple touchdowns. They win the game against Jacksonville. But most importantly, I think Adam Schefter is reporting that it's going to be a 3-month injury for Joe Burrow, man. So that's going to really kind of change a team that potentially could be, one of the contenders in the AFC. Adam Schefter did say they've been calling free agent quarterbacks, man. So I just happen to know a quarterback, B-Woo, that is available more than likely, man, for the right price, of course. Now, some of these names I'm seeing on here, I see Easton Stick on here. That's not the Falcon quarterback we think that should probably give a call to, man. If you're 2-0 and you have an opportunity to maybe try to make a push for the playoffs and win, if you're the Bengals, when you say, hey, Kirk Cousins, man, you want to come play backup quarterback or play for us for a couple months until Joe Burrow comes back, if he even comes back, really. I mean, because by the time he comes back, if they don't get a quarterback, their season may be over with anyway.
Yeah, I think you're going to definitely need and just chalk it up, man. You have lost Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I mean, looking at these names they got on here, it's some ugly names, man. I haven't heard of half of these guys.
You can say Joe Burrow is gone for 3 months, but it's the year. Would I call Falcons up and what because now
Now,
if I'm the GM, I have you where I want you. If I'm
yeah,
the Falcons,
yeah.
So, but then what do I want off your squad?
Well, don't the Bengals have a disgruntled defensive end or something that's been trying to get paid all season, man?
Hey,
I mean,
yeah,
you can never have too much pass rush. We seen that last night. Like,
you never have too many pass rush.
Yeah.
You never
So
have
I
too many
mean,
pass.
just the thought. That's he's out there. He's
The
probably the best
Bengals
backup.
have already paid these guys to be here for Joe, and
True.
now Joe is not here.
What are you gonna
Do
do?
they want to take on
I
said
mean,
quarterbacks?
that may be the thing. I don't know. Salary cap wise, it's probably not gonna work. I think Joe Burrow is making $200 million. Jamar Chase just got $100 million. T. Higgins just got $100 million. So they probably only
Yeah.
got 75 cents left. They supposed to be one of the cheapest teams in the NFL. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think they're
I
gonna
mean,
make a move to
I
get him.
don't, I don't see that working out for them. But
Yeah, and if we know nothing about Kirk Cousins, he about his munions for sure. You got to
indeed,
pay the man. He not gonna take no
indeed,
losses, man. I got to have all my
indeed,
money. So yeah, the Bengals may
indeed.
not be a good place for him because he got to get paid.
Yeah, we gotta get.
Yeah, I mean for me,
Although he has a nice receiving core
yeah,
and nice shiny things over there, but
yeah.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out in their favor.
Nah,
Our
I
receiving.
think the Bengals gonna be what the Bengals usually are, man. Pretty bad, probably. That's what they
I
got
mean,
coming on the horizon.
although what is his name? Browning.
Browning, yeah.
Browning did pretty well yesterday. Well, I'm not gonna say pretty well
Yeah,
because
what
he
did he
did
have?
throw
2 picks or 3 picks?
he did throw three
Three
picks.
picks. Yeah. He was
But
he
I
was
don't
giving
know
and
if
taking. Yeah.
yeah. So I
I
don't
mean,
know.
they got the victory, but like I said again,
They
it's
got the
against
victory.
Jacksonville too. So, and I'm
Yeah.
sure he probably was trying to maybe they were down in that game when Joe Burrow went out. I think so. He's probably trying to
Mhm.
make some plays and maybe made some passes he shouldn't have made. But yeah, I think it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Like I said, 3 months, like that's pretty much the whole season. You're talking about December at that point. So I mean, yeah, he could come back for the playoffs if it's a playoffs for them. And they playing in the division with one of the best teams in the league, my Baltimore Ravens. So yeah, I think they're gonna be in trouble, man. Now speaking of my teams, man, I don't want to treat one of them like a stepchild. My Eagles went to Kansas City, man, in the Super Bowl rematch, and they gave the Chiefs another loss, man. Now, wasn't as bad as a beatdown as the Super Bowl, but it was a 2017 game. You saw some frustration from Mr. Swift, Mr. Kelsey, on the sideline, throwing his helmet down. He dropped a ball that wound up getting intercepted that, probably could have helped them win the game. Yeah, the Chiefs, we predicted this was gonna be like a revenge season for them, man. But starting 0-2 is real tough, man.
Yeah, it is. It is not looking real. Chiefy.
No, not at all.
For
They
the
ain't been
Chiefs
this
right
bad
now,
in 10 years, probably.
and and I was thinking, when we did the season preview show, uh, that Pat Mahomes was going to be playing with a sense of urgency,
Yeah,
revenge, you know,
man.
something to prove.
I think he
And
is. I think he playing with no players though. That's the problem. He ain't got
right,
no help.
right. He doesn't have any help.
No.
Um, I'm over the Kelsey thing, and
Yeah, man.
so
Yeah,
I don't think he's locked in.
I,
I think he's is in the hype of the Kelsey and the Swifty
he
thing.
got some wedding
And
planning to do, man. That's a very
yeah,
big undertaking for him. It's gonna be the
yeah,
wedding of the century, I'm sure. So,
right.
yeah,
But I just don't see Kansas City right now being as Kansas City I predicted them to be, 2
yeah,
3 weeks ago.
yeah, yeah.
And
It's so hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes, though, man. That's the only thing. But we just talked about Caleb Williams, man. Like the NFL is not one of them sports where you can do it by yourself. Like you can
yeah,
try. I mean, he led the team in rushing yesterday. Had 66 yards rushing. Only threw for 187 yards because who was he throwing the ball to? So I mean, guys not catching and stuff. So
right, yeah, and this next game against the Giants becomes very interesting with him and Russ. You know,
yeah, it was Sunday night game, right? I think, yeah. So, and you would have thought that you could pencil that one in for a victory, but if Russ come out and play halfway like he did this past weekend, man, it's gonna be a tough one. They in a dogfight, man.
right,
So
because
it's nothing
the
easy.
The Giants are trying to avoid
fighting for their life too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's gonna be interesting. It's
A
gonna
lot
be
of
pretty
desperation in that
interesting.
game, man.
Who would think that the Kansas City Chiefs will be facing a 0-3 start? Now that is gonna be something to watch.
I think Mahomes, he's like, if you count the Super Bowl, I think this is the first time he ever lost 3 games in a row, man.
3 games in a row. Yeah, I seen this stat pop up, but I mean, that was the last year. I wouldn't say this is the 3 years in a row, but
that's the only way you can even make that stat up for him because he ain't gonna lose 3 in a row during the season. So
but here we are.
Yeah,
it can happen. It can happen.
It can, man.
The Giants,
it's getting late
early. Cowboys a lot better than what I thought they would. And it could either be the start of just a dark era, or it could be. Hey,
I think Russ gonna hold him off a little bit, man. Russ still showing he got something left in the tank.
or is it gonna be Kansas City is going down 0-3, and that is gonna get a lot of people talking. If Kansas City starts the season,
I wonder if Taylor Swift is going. Taylor Swift is used to winning in life, so this may mess up this man's whole wedding and everything, man.
And so I hear that she came into the game yesterday, through a disguise wall or something like that. Like, come on, man, get out of here. Just go have a seat and watch.
Man, she's very famous, man. I guess I'll tell you the truth. I don't know much. I just found out she was from Philly. Like the other, I said, "Oh, how's she from Philly?" And she now with Kansas, and these folks keep getting beat by Philly all the time, man. She ain't gonna be able to go back home, man. But hey, man, I guess it all will work out for him, man. I'm sure Mr. Kelsey gonna land on his feet, man. Now the last game of the night, man. Big victory. B-Woo, I'm gonna clear out for you, man. How are you feeling after this magnificent win by the Falcons, 22-6? A lot of good things happened in that game for them, man.
It was a lot of different emotions going on in that game for sure. The start of the game was very hectic for the Atlanta Falcons, getting plays in, but it was also a good running performance put on by Bijan and Tyler Algier. But I think when you ask, hey, did you like what you seen? Yes and no. I did. I liked what I seen, but I also seen a lot of things that if we was
to clean up.
It's a lot of cleaning up to do. So you can't really get excited. But I seen a lot of things on the defense that, hey, okay, now I'm seeing what I wanted to see in my defensive picks for the last 2 years. This team, really showed us what they could be capable of doing. 6 sacks, like Atlanta Falcons. What?
That's half a season usually for them, man.
Maybe 2.
Unfortunately,
But I mean, you say Michael Penix had his worst game. I really, I don't,
That's what you said. That's like a compliment, a backhanded compliment, I guess, because all the other games he's been very good in those games, man. And he wasn't bad in this game per se. I mean, it was some pressure that got to him. Minnesota's a very good defense too, so.
I think he handled it well, man.
Yeah, I think he did.
This guy is like when you say one of the ones.
Yeah,
I think, man, I think we might be witnessing something real special with this guy, man. Because I see a lot of confidence, and this guy is just a rookie, really, man. Okay, he gets his first. He gets his first win.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
I really, he gets his first win, and like, man, I don't know, man. I'm really digging Michael Penix. I like the confidence that he plays with. I like the charge he plays with. He was saying that the play call need to be repeated. He really couldn't hear the plays being
It was
called. I
loud.
don't
You
know
could tell it was loud in there.
yeah, I don't know what it was, but man, I like the way the guy commands his team. I
Yeah.
like everything he's doing. Yeah, they did get to him a few times, but when when you look at the two quarterbacks play in this game, the two rookies, I think he
Could have
played.
JJ McCarthy, man.
Yeah. I
Could
think
be
he
worse, a
played
lot worse.
Yeah, I think he played a lot better than JJ McCarthy.
And that's something that we said last week on Bird Talk. Perfect time to plug that Bird Talk. Check us out every Monday. This time is dropping before this though, so check us out on Bird Talk. Chris Collinsworth kept saying the same thing we were saying. His release, he makes a quick decision. It's boom boom and it's out of there. Like poised. I know where I'm going with the ball. I know how to read what's going on. You don't ever really see him make a throw where you like, oh no, don't do that, Mike. Like either it's gonna be where nobody's gonna get it, or he's gonna get it to his guy, and or he's gonna check it down and make the smart play. He ain't trying to force it and do nothing like that, So I like his poise, man. I think he definitely is, like you said, gonna be one of them ones. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's been a long time. If you're an Atlanta Falcon fan, or if you've been in Atlanta, it's been a long time since you could feel excited, and the entire fan base, I will say, seems to be on board with this. I know some of y'all didn't like one of the best quarterbacks that was here, and I understand that. But this guy right here, he's something that everybody can get behind. So he has all the skills, a big arm. He can run it when he needs to, and like I said, I'm excited to see what the future holds for them, man. It's still they kind of needed this game, and I'm glad they got it because it's still gonna be a tough road going forward because they still got the Commanders ahead a little bit and the 49ers ahead a little bit, and of course Buffalo will be coming to town. But take care of their business and get the 1-1. And it's kind of a mirror of last season too. You lose the first week game that maybe you should have won, come back on a prime time game and handle your business, and they did that masterfully. Now, like we said, red zone stuff maybe needs to be cleaned up. Man, we buried the lead, man. The field goal kicker actually came in and made some kicks, man. One time for Parker Romo. Five of them. Yeah, for the longest, that was the only way they were scoring. It was 15-6, all field goals from both teams before they got the touchdown from Algier late. So, yeah, man. If you can win in all three aspects of the game, offense, special teams, and defense, it's very rare that we see that put together like that, man. So good victory, man. Good victory.
Indeed it was.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, the kicker saved the day. Like the kicker saved the day, and definitely, of course, the defense.
Go figure, man. How much easier is it when you got a kicker that can make a simple kick, man? And kind of piggybacking on that, in that Cowboys game, they kept saying, oh, well, they got the best kicker. He's got the longest leg in NFL history. So as soon as they get the ball to the 50-yard line, they ain't worried. They know they can win the game now. You can play half of you get a touchback is at the 30-yard line now, 35 or whatever you get it at. So you got to get 15 yards and your guy can win the game for you. Like that's a great feeling to have that in your back pocket, man. Now,
indeed,
it's one game. I don't know if we've seen anything yet about Mr. Koo yet, if he has been relieved of his duties, but I'll just say this, Falcons, I'll be a fool to let Koo come back in here and mess up the juju that you got going. So we're going to keep an eye on that, man, to see exactly what happens. But I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.9% sure that for right now, Mr. Romo is going to be the kicker for the Falcons. And Koo, he can go back to the fake GSU and, coach some classes or something, man. Oh, man. Yeah, man. B-Woo, you got anything else for the people, man?
Hey, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in,
yes, sir,
watching, liking, subscribing. want to know, hey, how do I come in? Like, how do I get a part? How do I get active? Because this is what do you call this?
Show for the people, man. We the people show.
Show for the people
Yeah.
show. So we got people wanting to get active.
Yes, sir.
Comment with myself. Earl knows it all. He'll check it out. I might check it out. And we're gonna interact with you.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to agree with everything we're saying on the show. It's the people's show. We want that dialogue. We want you to interact with us. So like I said, man, tell a friend, tell a hater.
Yes, sir.
And it's all love here.
We here, man. I'm gonna say we the best NFL content on YouTube, and we coming for the people on ESPN, Fox Sports. Hey, you're not gonna find any better content. We entertaining, hilarious. We're giving you the stats, great predictions, all that stuff. It's all mixed up in one.
And them guys are watching us because I swear, I do see a lot of things, and we say on this show, it circulates. It's circulating in the Atlanta media. So hey, man, we appreciate everything you guys do for us. We running 2 shows. We running Cover 2 and Bird Talk. Stay tuned for that because we got that coming every week for you guys. And Earl Knows It All has his money show for you.
Must be the money, man. Pick 6. I went 4-2 this week. If you bet with me, you made some money. I'm betting against the spread. And I can't forget NFL matchup. We talk about every single game, man, from the Thursday game all the way to Monday. 2 Monday night games tonight. So we even talked about them. You can go check that video out still if you want to see what we think is going to happen on that, man. So great content, man. And it's almost every day. We're dropping something almost every day, either short or, like we said, some long form shows for you too, man, podcast. So this is the place to be, man. We thank y'all that's watching, and continue to like, continue to subscribe, man. Turn your notifications on. God got B, woo, and God got me too, man. And God got you too, by the way, in case you didn't know that, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Well, with that being said, man, make sure y'all tell a friend and tell a hater. We up out of here. Check out Bird Talk, man. Falcons fans, we got a lot to talk about. This one's going to be for you. All right, man. We out of here.